It took me 32 years and almost losing everything to realize what I'm about to teach you in a couple of minutes. There's no particular order, but I do want to encourage somebody because I wish I had this growing up. Number one, nobody has to care about what you care about. Early on in life, I felt like the world revolved around me. As a young man, I felt like if my mom or my grandmother or my family did not stop what they was doing to make sure I was satisfied or they were supporting me, that it was wrong. But the reality is, no one has to stop their world to make sure yours is good. Being wealthy is better than being rich. I believe that there was a time in my life where I was making so much money, but I was ignorant. I was just spending. I was buying. I was splurging, going to the club, getting sections, buying bottles, turning up, getting cars that I did not need, making purchases I did not need, buying $400 pair of shoes and $600 shirts just to say I had it and I wear it for one day and then I'm back broke. Make money. That's good. It's good for you to make money. But if you don't understand how to invest your money, it's worthless. If you don't understand how to save your money, it's worthless. I used to think, oh, I'm making money, I'm good. And I used to hear the old heads tell me, learn how to save, young man. Why would I need to save if I'm making it? That was my outlook on it. Why do I need to save when I'm making it? But there will come a day, unfortunately, there will come a day where you have to rely on what you saved and not what you made. Be faithful. Be faithful. Earlier on in my walk with my wife, I sent a couple of DMs, even though we were separated, but I was sending DMs to other females. We were separated, but still, I wasn't faithful in that area. Don't allow anything to come between you and your spouse. Heal. You need to learn how to heal. Go get yourself a counselor, a therapist. There's nothing wrong with sitting down with someone and telling them what you're going through. We all need somebody to talk to. I had to learn that, hey, you don't have to be the tough guy. Why do you want to walk around here being so tough? It's okay to get help and share with people who's qualified and educated enough to pour back into you. Don't worry about things that's out of your control. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what's in front of you. So many of us, including myself, I worry some of my younger years about things that I had absolutely no control over. I worried about if I was going to get the job. I worried about if I was going to get the overtime. I worried about if I was going to get the home. And now that I look back, all those things was just a distraction to keep me from really believing and trusting God. Worry about what you can control. This is very important to me. Build a relationship with God before you build one with man. Make sure you know God for yourself. In this time that we're living in, everybody can hop online and spread information. Some information may be correct while other information is false. You just want to be sure that you know God for yourself. You have to learn how to pray. It's going to be your prayer life that pull you out of things that no man can pull you out of. You have to know the word for yourself. You have to know how to speak and declare that God will make a way out of no way for yourself. Learn a trade. I'm not knocking college, but the way the economy is going, and I know friends with PhDs and masters, and they've been out of school for 11 years, and they can't find a job still. Learn a trade. Learn how to build. Learn electrical work. Start your own cleaning company. Learn how to do pest control. Learn how to lay carpet. Do the research and start you a business. I say if you're fresh out of high school, make sure you're learning a trade. I would say trade school before college is cheaper. The job placements are crazy and you make so much money. Understand you don't know it all. And this is a big one I had to learn, and I wish I had somebody to tell me this. Bro, you don't know it all. Even at this age of 32, I know I don't know it all. But back then, you couldn't tell me nothing. I hit 18, I thought I had life figured out. I thought I knew it all. No, no, no. You can't tell me anything. This is how this works. I don't need that. I don't need this. I'm going to do it this way. And looking back, I could have been further in my career. I could have been in a happier marriage. I could have been healed more. I could have had way more money if I would have just listened. And that's a segue for my next point. Learn how to listen. They go together. You don't know it all. Learn how to listen. Be humble enough. Man, I've learned when you humble yourself and you listen, people are willing to work with you more. You want to know the secret to success? Be quiet. Be quiet. You talk too much. And I'm talking about myself. Be quiet. You talk too much. Be humble and learn how to listen. You don't always have to have the answers. That brings me to my next point. You don't have to know right away. And it's okay to be confused. You don't have to know all right away. And it's okay to be confused. It's okay. I used to get bad anxiety when I was confused, when I did not know, when I felt lost. Oh my God, what am I going to do? It's okay to feel that way. You're going through life for the first time. You don't think you're going to have trouble? You don't think that you're going to encounter things you've never seen before? You've never lived before. You never lived before, so you're not going to have all the answers. You're going to be confused. Being confused is okay. But what I wish somebody would have told me, and this is going to my next lesson, if you are confused, lean out to your own understanding. Ask for help. Have somebody who know a little bit more than you explain. Hey, how does this work for me to set up my LLC? Hey, how can I be a better husband? This brings me to my next point. You have to do the work. You have to do the work in order to be healed. If you want to be healed, you have to do the work. What does that work look like? It may look like looking in the mirror and being honest with yourself. I'm a mess. I'm insecure. I'm easily triggered. I have a bad temper. I'm lazy. I'm out of shape. You have to look yourself in the mirror and just confess, not lie, but confess that these are things that you're dealing with. Nobody like to call out their flaws, but everybody want a reward for how great they are. Do you not know that a winner was just a loser who decided not to stop, not to give up? A winner was a loser. They lost before, but they decided not to give up. They had to analyze themselves. They had to go back to the drawing board. They may have not won every boxing round. They may have not won every NFL Super Bowl. But when they had the opportunity to do some reflection, that's what they did, and they came back stronger. Understand your weakness. I think that's very important that you understand your weakness, aka understand your temptations. What tempt you? You may love, you may not like a slim, thick woman. You may like a BBW. And bro, you know you fall into lust. Or you may love ice cream and you're trying to stop eating that because you overeat, but yet it's in your fridge. We have to do a better job of saying, I can't do that. It's going to tempt me too hard. These are things I wish I would have known because it would have saved me so much time and headache. Time and headache. Learn how to love yourself. Just how you look yourself in the mirror and you speak those things that's not good. Make sure you're speaking positive affirmations to yourself. Make sure that you look yourself in the mirror also and share how you love yourself, how you're proud of yourself. Have you come a long way? Have you been through some things, but you made it out? Make sure. I wish I had somebody to sit down with me to tell me, slow down. My next lesson, slow down. You're moving too fast. Slow down. You don't need that right now. Slow down. Think about if you can afford that. How many of us have went out and purchased new cars because we had it or we had some tax money and we was up? But a couple months later, those payments became harder and harder to make. When do we slow down and say, I can't do this? I can't do it. I wish somebody would have told me to learn financial literature, to get financial educated, to understand money, to understand credit, to understand how you leverage those things. I wish I had somebody that would have sat me down and said, hey, this is how money works. This is your 401k. This is your Roth. This is accounts that you can invest with. Learn about money. Because if your money can work for you, you may never have to work again. Do the small things that make you happy. I'm not talking about those big things. I'm talking about do the small things that make you happy. Sitting outside in my backyard, watching YouTube, going to the gym, being with my family. For you to have a good time, it's my next lesson. For you to have a good time, it should always cost money. It should not always cost you money to have a good time. Go on a walk, have that picnic, sit in your living room and binge watch a series that you love. Do not, listen, this is important. Do not place yourself second for nobody. Because if you don't love yourself right first, you can't love nobody right. These are things I wish people would have told me. Leon, you can't love properly if you're not loved. You cannot love properly if you aren't healed. You can't love properly if you don't love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. These are things I wish. This is just a little list. This is just a little list of things that I've learned going throughout my life that I'm thankful. I'm thankful I bumped my head. This isn't a video of regret. This is a video of thankfulness, because if I wouldn't have bumped my head, I would have learned these lessons. And if I would not have learned these lessons, I would not be able to give these to my children. And I know one day they will need it. Don't do it if you're not committed. Don't start it if you're not going to be committed. I've lost a lot because I've started things and I have not finished. And that's the reason why I'm making these videos. I made a vow that I was going to post each and every day. I don't care. I'm going to post a video each and every day. I don't want to just start and not finish. I said for a whole year, I have to post a video every day. So many people start things and they don't finish. Be committed. Be committed. Learn how to be committed. Learn how to be faithful. These are things I wish people would have told me. I wish people would have told me when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, but he don't have to get married the next day. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, but he don't have to get married the next day. I wish people would have told me, bro, you have a good thing. Date. Date your wife more. Get to know her more. Understand her love language more. Understand that you guys are 19-year-old now. You're in the mood. You have a high sex drive. But as you get older, some things slow down. It can't be built off lust and fornication. I'm not saying that was what it was built off with us. But the center has to be God. As a man, you need to have self-control. I wish somebody would have told me, no woman will submit to me if I'm not submitted to God. Learn how to be submitted to God. I wish someone would have told me, do not watch that X-rated video, because it can mess up your life for the rest of your life, and you can be battling this addiction from high school into your 30s. Don't watch the video. Don't self-please. I wish I had someone to tell me when things get hard, don't run, but fold. Fold into God's presence. Get somewhere and pray. I wish I had someone to tell me fasting and praying can change your life. Building your relationship with God can change your life. I wish I had somebody to tell me, stay on that job. That's a good job. What are you chasing? You chasing money? Stay here. Build here. Learn this job. Learn the systems. Don't run. Stay here. I wish I had somebody to tell me that everything that shines isn't clean. Everything that shines isn't clean. Some shiny objects will burn you if you aren't careful. The grass is greener where you take care of it at. I wish I had somebody to tell me that it's okay to cry. That does not make you weak. It does not make you less than a man. It does not make you a sucker. I wish I had somebody to tell me, learn how to work through difficult things without giving up. Learn how to work through difficult things without giving up. Find a solution, because anybody can run. Yeah, I wish. These are things I just wish people would have told me. And notice I said people, because what I've learned is just because they're your parents, it doesn't mean that they know. I wish someone would have told me, stop hating your father sooner. You have a whole other half of family that you will go years without knowing because you're upset with your dad who had you young when he did not have a dad, nor did he know how to be a dad. I wish somebody would have told me, show more grace to your parents. They was trying to figure it out, and they did not have the technology we have nowadays. I wish someone would have told me that one day the person you love with all your heart will pass away, and it will impact your life like never before. Do not sit in depression, but get up. I wish someone would have told me that grief would hit differently. I wish someone would have told me that there may be moments where you're smiling and everything is going right, and out of nowhere, you can be hit with all these emotions that will cause you to just break down and cry. I wish somebody would have told me after losing my grandma, my family would never be the same, meaning cousins aren't close anymore, aunties aren't close, uncles, we don't gather. I wish somebody would have told me how losing the matriarch of your family can change your whole life. I wish somebody would have told me that there would be moments where nobody would check on you. That's why you have to make sure mentally you're strong enough. I hope what I'm sharing is helping somebody that may be younger, or you may be older. I don't know. But I hope this really helps you, because the truth is, I can go on and on about things I wish people would have told me. And that's why I'm just telling you, because sometimes all you need to do is hear it. Sometimes all people need to do is just plant the seed. And if they plant the seed, you can do the rest. You can figure out the rest. But sometimes you just need the seed planted in order for you to win. And I'm trying to plant seeds on today. I'm trying to plant seeds to make you think. I wish somebody would have told me this. Here I am at 32. And if I would have known all of this stuff, I would have been further. But at the same time, I thank God for the lessons I had to learn. The knots that's on my head, the cuts that I have, the tears that I cried, the episodes that I have, the loneliness that I felt. Because if I didn't have those moments, I would not be the man that I am today. So I thank God for making me who I am. Hey, go watch another video for me. Make sure you like this one.